Good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and good hello to you at 3 in the morning. Type on that big novel, thinking you're next Stephen King, especially. Good luck with that novel, kid. Today, as usual on the GUB, we have us three to introduce, firstly, the servant of Nolan, the herald of Zimmer, Mr. Ryan Conley.
Oh, you give me too much credit, thank you.
I do. That's how good I am. And the other compadre of this little trinity, the soul of a poet in the heart of David Lynch, it's Mr. Paul Welsh. Woo!
That's the nice thing anyone's ever said about me.
That's it. Yeah. That's how good I am, folks. Today we're going to review The Visit.
Did you introduce yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm Kieran /Kev / Servant of Devil, whatever you want to call me. Today on our little show we're going to review The Visit by M. Night Shyamalan. This is so fun to say, ding dong.
Also, is it racist to make fun of his name like that?
Everyone does it. I don't think it's racist.
Yeah, everyone does it.
It's more of a pop culture thing, if anything.
Yeah, but to get things on, we saw The Visit. I've seen it twice.
Yes,
Paul, we've seen it twice.
We've seen it twice.
Ryan's seen it once. We've all seen it, to summarise, if you didn't guess. Ryan, what do you feel about The Visit?
So, I walked into this thinking I was going to be taking the piss because M. Night Shyamalan's previous entries in films have been terrible after Signs. Signs was his last good one, yeah?
Well, no, halfway through Signs is when it
Halfway
became
through
it became
Signs
bad. The first
is
half of
when
Signs
M.
was
Night
really good.
Shyamalan was abducted by aliens and replaced by some absolute unhuman robot. Now, the intriguing thing is this was a passion project for M. Night, and After Earth, the Last Airbender, and The Happening weren't. They were given to him by a studio. So I think if the trend is going the way it is with his first films like Sixth Sense and whatnot, that his own films that he creates himself from scratch, he pulls off very well. Like, this was a horror that I really enjoyed. It had a unique tone.
I think it's
twist
strong
to it,
to use
and
horror. I'm just saying that now.
Yeah, as if you look at this as a
if I was to
horror.
class it in a genre, like thriller, horror.
That's-
No, I
I'd
don't
say
think
creepy
it's
thriller.
right to class a film as a genre. But if you're going to call it a horror film, which is to scare you, then this as a horror film failed because I did not get scared.
Yahtzee!
But that did not.
It was very creepy though. Like,
It was creepy, and until you finally realised what's going on, then it turned into the greatest comedy of all time.
Well,
People-
we'll get back to that. I think it
People
was-
said The Happening was an unintentional comedy, but you know, this did not feel like an unintentional comedy. This felt like Shyamalan was saying, "Hey, you audience member, fuck you."
it did feel like he was wanting to make the audience laugh as well as creep them out, and if he pulled them off both very well.
Yeah, he's made a successful comedy, but I think it's a horror film by the conventional standards.
It's very
it failed.
strange to categorise, I'd say. Kev, what did you think of it?
I was like you going into this thinking this is going to be a pile of shite. I mean, I thought going into this is going to be, oh look, grandma's in the closet. Watch out, she's naked, kids. And she was, and that was terrifying. I mean, that moment we had to look away.
That rubber ass.
that sagging muscle.
That prosthetic ass.
But no.
Get it over here.
But we did after we saw this. Me and Paul were unsure at first. You went out enjoying it. We were unsure at first because we didn't know if it was a horror or a comedy.
Oh
but
yeah, and the closer we took 5 minutes to walk to the train station, and by the end of it,
We'd
we were contemplating whether M. Night was a genius or not.
yeah, we basically formed.
Yes,
M. Night has a weird conspiracy going where he made his first two movies that done so well and went, I need a bigger art piece. I need to make a lifetime art piece. So he decided to make the worst of each genre. That or he's just a terrible director, but seeing this one was... I'm with Paul. I don't think it's a horror.
I don't think he's a terrible director if he made an entertaining film, though. And his previous entries have been entertaining. even
But
if they
did he
are
fluke this
hysterical.
one? That is like we're of the
Oh,
case
no.
that he's
Oh,
trolling.
No, I don't think he did.
Well, see,
That's the thing. That is the thing.
If you enjoy a film, it is not a failure.
I think there are two ways.
I enjoy Batman and Robin, but I'd class that as a
You
failure.
enjoyed it as a kid, and now you've seen the light of Nolan.
It's the greatest comedy ever. Batman and Robin.
No, see, there are two ways for me to look at this. One is that it's a hilarious comedy, but see, if you actually look at it properly as a film, like honestly, like actually, I guess
I'd say it's a film. I'd say it's a film.
I guess if you like nitpick, there were a lot of things annoyed me about the
You
film.
could nitpick the shit out of this
You
film.
could-
I wouldn't
lie,
nitpick
but
it. It's not a film for nitpicking.
That's the thing.
I don't think it's designed
So,
for nitpicking. I think it's designed
I
to be
think-
slightly self-aware.
Twist.
It's not a
Like
good.
a
It's
twist.
back in the whole film movie flick. It's a fantastic flick. That's what it is. It's a flick. It's not a film or a movie. It's a flick. If you want to go into that, if you want to go into that argument,
If you want to get into the really fucking technical, fucking
I don't
But
know.
hipster side of,
but it's a good flick. Just and it will get you. It's entertaining as hell.
I can understand because obviously when you say good film, what comes to mind? You know, Alien, Jurassic Park.
No. Well, Alien might be a film, but I wouldn't say Jurassic Park was a film.
What?
I'd say Jurassic
Right,
Park.
okay, we'll move on from
We're
Mr.
going on
Welsh.
that
He's very
territory.
tired today, folks. Please forgive
No.
him. He's Paul, save yourself here.
Okay, I'll bring us back on track. Acting was fairly decent for a movie of this caliber.
For
I
the
think it was
old
pretty
people,
good. Those people
the
were
ki- the
Those
kids,
people were
on
good.
point.
the kids still annoy me. The kids.
For no, like I understand where Paul comes from with the annoying kids, and kids usually are film cancer, but these kids did act to probably the best of their ability, and I didn't want to kill them. So I think that's a big plus.
think-
in
I
the
mean, they
film
weren't really
side.
kids from Jurassic World annoying.
Oh yeah, they
Jesus
weren't
Christ.
boring kids, right? They did their roles, and
If anything, the kids were the scariest thing in the film because they made your skin crawl every time they were in the scene.
You just don't like rap, man. You just don't like rap. That kid was spitting some sick lyrics, you know.
I
He's the
felt like
next Eminem.
I wanted to
Don't you
throw-
think, Conlon?
I wanted to throw
I
up.
wouldn't say so.
I wanted to throw up at those rap scenes.
But that was one of the things that made you throw me off about this film, though, was the fact that he starts this, like, the end. Well, we're going to throw out a spoiler, so I don't know. You probably put a timestamp to skip ahead.
Spoiler
ahead
warning.
I'm not that technical.
You just put a little number at the bottom. It's
We'll
fine.
just say spoiler warning. Skip ahead a bit.
Yeah, if you don't want to know.
if you don't want to know.
After the traumatic end where the girl almost gets killed by the weird hippie granny mum thing, she doesn't kill her with the camera. That was one of the points I'd say that annoyed us.
See no more.
Well,
You know-
the whole found footage thing is that it's very. I got quite annoyed a couple of times. Expect the last segment when it came to the film footage, like turning away camera, moving the camera very slowly in the dark, going, "Oh, what's going to come up next?"
It's
I
grand.
don't think that was an issue with the found footage side of things, though. I think that was just
It
more
just-
of an
I
issue.
think it's more
of
issue that
what
point
they're
she's still
going to-
filming. Yes.
Why she was doing it because she's an idiot.
And the whole thing of turning away camera away as she did the whole Slender Man thing, where she's like creeped up, and that annoyed me. It didn't make me creepy. Okay, I laughed because the concept's just ridiculous, but it quite annoyed me because I felt it was so cheap.
Yeah. Well, I
So
mean, at that point,
little
it'd probably
thing-
been better just to put the camera down and then let us imagine as the audience what was happening. That would have been better. But
See, that's where. Okay, this may be a terrible excuse, but that's sort of where paranormal activity in a way sort of can get away, is that it is just a still camera for the entire thing. Like, the sequels are all guff, alright? The sequels are just
For
the lowest of the low. No, but see, the whole concept of having a still camera and showing everything that it is, and that you can still do things. Okay, it's got a lot of jump scares and stuff, of course it does. But the fact you can still create fear by not having the camera like make it all like, oh, what's going to come up next? What's going to come on the screen next? Is that everything's there, and whatever does come into shot, not the camera moving the shot. So
yeah, that's a fair point. That is a
annoyed
fair
me
point.
about the whole found footage of that, and mainly the sailor bit. It was the sailor bit annoyed me, and the bit when she was in the bedroom with the gran. I thought that's a weird
last segment,
that's a weird
yes.
phrase to use.
that
Yes,
sounds so weird.
but
that does happen, though.
so I felt all we needed to do was just simply one the characters to and
Have her drop it and then sounds. Yeah.
There were a couple of sequences like as close to the end where it did just simply put the camera down, okay, and let you just watch the film. But I
just
think
want
when
to
it moves
come in
along,
quickly,
sure.
Oh my.
um,
Oh my.
and say I think the found footage, as far as found footage film goes, or films go, some are pretty terrible. I think this handled it really well. There was no points where the camera was looking at or like shaking about in such an overly dramatic way.
Where it became Michael Bay action
It was
sequence.
pretty well shot. Yeah, aside from some of the silly sequences that Paul said, I think it did pretty well.
Oh yeah,
enjoyed it for a found
I agree with
footage
that.
film.
I agree. I think if you compare it to other again found footage films, yeah, definitely is. You know,
There was also a backstory as to why this was found footage. It's not just some idiot with a camera as well. It's the girl was going to her essentially the girl wants to do a
Wants to
documentary
be
for
a
her school
pretentious filmmaker.
about her grandparents. So yeah, there's reason behind it. It's simple, but there's a reason.
yeah.
You know.
Oh, no, I don't have. I've got no problem with that. I've got no problem with the found footage films themselves. I think they're just two moments. They're in every other found footage film. That's why I hate found. That's why majority of people would despise the found footage films. This used it on 2 occasions when I was hoping it wouldn't use it at all.
Cloverfield's pretty good. I like
Cloverfield is pretty good, but there's one point.
But then there's a giant monster. That's why I like.
There's one point in Cloverfield that even though I'm like is really well shot, and I like how they subtly keep the monster hidden because of the camera. Why is he still holding the camera after the party and filming all the shit that's going on? You'd be running for your life. You'd put the camera down.
I'm gonna
Just let the movie happen, right? Just let the movie happen.
I'm not saying
I know you guys.
But
I
to
know
get
you guys,
back on point where
okay,
I was,
yeah, okay, fair enough.
Basically, the kids go through traumatic stuff. You know, this girl gets attacked by the grandma. She kills the grandma. You think that would have a traumatic experience on a young teenager? That's okay, fine. She's not traumatized. The kid gets a nappy, an old man saggy ball sack nappy full of
You've
shit.
got a magic spell on you.
Literally the dialogue, and then he does the best
The
sort of cream
spell
pie
has
take of
been
slamming it in his
lifted.
face, and it's that would terrify me. If I was a teenager, I'd still be traumatized. If that happened when I was like 12, I'd be
No.
psychoed.
But he then tackles him and then starts boasting, and then a week later does a rap number.
And
Yeah, he does Leroy Jenkins. He just goes to, and he does
spoilers again, but yeah, he caves his head in. So
Yeah, he does. He doesn't quite do the Kingpin in Daredevil of caving someone's skull into the door, but
oh no, that was brutal.
You don't see it. You don't
you don't
see
see
it.
it, which is I want to see a bit of head crush. But neither here. But he busts out a rap at the end, which I think was pretty damn cool.
Speaking of spoilers in the end, as soon as they get into the police car, that's when the film should have ended.
Yes,
But then they added an extra
I'm in
3.
total agreement.
But the writer had some daddy issues.
But then they added 3 minutes of forced sentimental bullshit that I would say could have ruined the film if they prolonged it even more. Because honestly, it just annoyed the hell out of me. What is it?
Nothing. Keep going.
Don't bring your phone out. We're doing podcast. But
We're gonna deal with you later.
yeah, it was really his forced sentiments and don't cling on to anger. Oh, and you're like, oh my god, what? How can you spout this bullshit after what we've just seen? How can you say that? And
Since we're on the topic of spoilers, there is like one major flaw with the whole film, and it's the fact that the kids have never seen a picture of the grandparents. When you think,
or that the mother fact checked.
no, they started saying to her over Facebook, like it was the parents who
It was an
did do
email.
that.
It was an email.
Was it email?
It was email.
I assumed it was Facebook.
It was email.
Oh. Okay, there's two major flaws. The fact that kids never get a picture of their grandparents go, these are your grandparents, you should go see them, not any other old people at the station, or the email
Also,
not fact checking.
would you really trust a 15 and a 12? Is that how old they are? I don't know. I think, okay, maybe going to see grandparents, but at the same time, they look like they went on a long train journey.
Yeah, but
to be honest, I
I
don't think it was fairly long. A train journey is acceptable for teenagers.
I know, but it just feels, I don't know. I feel at least the mother
You were
should have at
shelters
least.
as a kid.
I feel the mother.
They worked in the coal mines for 12
feel the
years from the age of 1.
I feel the mother should have had a bit more responsibility instead of going on a fucking cruise. Oh, that's another thing. Another thing about the cruise.
One more thing I gotta say about this film.
I spotted that fucking advertising for that cruise. I spotted that ad placement.
Yeah, it was.
It's a Caribbean cruise. It's just a normal cruise, but it's the biggest cruise ever. And it was just a couple of times throughout the movie, by the way. They didn't talk about Caribbean cruises. It was subtle, but it was there.
Yeah, it was a piss poor production.
I don't
They
think
needed
you
the
can
money.
put anything in a film nowadays without having like some form of like
Yeah,
subtle
that's
placement,
Starbucks.
whether it is or not.
Starbucks, everybody. I know there's dinosaurs, but Starbucks
Oh yeah.
and Tiffany's. or
yeah,
whatever.
because it started off, I was like, oh yeah, and he met a guy in Starbucks and anime, and like, oh, okay.
I was on about Jurassic World. Oh yeah, they've got this. He remembers. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
Jurassic World's silly as hell.
But enjoyable for me and Ryan at least.
I've not seen it out of principle.
But to get back on track, the visit. We've talked about the camera acting. The story is, At least
Story doesn't need
well,
to be
okay,
complex. I think,
let's
I
talk
think
about
this
the
is
elephant
I think
in the
this is
room.
a misconception that the story needs to be like something complex.
I'd say
for a film
strip
to
back
work.
story is done really well. I mean, we had John Wick, Mad Max, other stories. The story's like really stripped back, no fat, basic. Do this is the story.
Yeah, but the story's told through the actions that what happens on screen more.
I know, but I'm
anything
saying
in those
simple
films.
stories are kind of like good
Yeah,
this year.
they
They're getting good.
Mad
this
Max doesn't even need a complicated story. It really doesn't.
My name is Max, and I'm mad.
Okay, so, what were you going to say, Paul?
Well, the elephant in the room is obviously
I
the
resent that
spooky
statement.
bits. The spooky bits with the grandparents where they're being spooky. Let's talk about that.
They got a spell on you.
Oh,
Bum, bum,
that
bum.
was fantastic though.
See,
I
no,
really
like
enjoyed those
we
scenes.
talked about this a few times, Kieran. Okay, whatever.
Whatever you want to call me. it's
Whatever.
fine.
You have many names.
I'm
but,
a man of many names.
But
Jabba.
we talked about this many times. We talked about this many times, where the film built up tension to make it as if you're going to get a jump scare very well.
Oh yeah.
To
This
which
is where the movie
the
started
payoff
is a laugh.
the payoff would not the payoff would be a laugh rather than a scare. You would not be met with a jump scare. You'd be met with a absurd image that would just have you in stitches.
This is where we come back to it's not being it's deliberate troll. Wait, I'm gonna let you talk, but I'm gonna go finish first. It seems like it's not just a poor execution of the jump scare. It's like deliberate comedy, and I'm gonna pass it to Ryan because he wants to talk.
Thank you. No, sorry, I was just going to say, I think once you actually find out what the twist, I suppose, is in the film,
What a twist there!
it
What
makes
that twist!
it you understand, and it just makes everything that did happen a whole lot creepier because you understand, and it bumps up the tension a bit as well because you understand the dilemma that these kids are in. I'm not going to say what the twist is because obviously it's a spoiler.
We've already spoiled the entire fucking
Yeah,
film
but-
so far.
We've said spoilers. We won't say like spoil this, spoil that.
We'll leave it.
No,
We'll leave.
it's a
Don't need to
review.
say it.
It's
Well,
a review. It's a review.
if we well, we've already sort of spoiled it enough that if people have seen the film and they're just watching it,
Right, Paul, you want to give a spoiler, or you want to drop the spoiler?
I'm up for that.
Okay, you drop the spoiler.
Well, there's two twists actually.
Two.
Yeah, the one is that they're not their parents,
Their
or
parents.
their grandparents,
Grandparents.
and the second one is that they're from a mental institution.
That's
Ah,
all the
come
one.
on.
That's a
twist.
smaller one.
It's
No,
all
it's-
the one twist, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it all happened at the one
Well,
time.
see, you could go a different way with like, okay, they're not grandparents, they're fucking aliens. Like the film sort of built up.
pond.
Okay, that would have been
The film
funny.
sort of built up in a sense that they were, but then the film went, oh no, they're not. They're just actually crazy. So
I would actually class it horror if the grandparents did turn into giant frogs and spit on the kids. That'd have been terrifying.
I find-
What?
Do you not remember the whole story of like they live in a pond and
Yeah,
they
I
smell?
remember that.
Yeah, the-
Once you actually find out like about the well that the grandma was talking about in her story, it's fucking dark.
but it's the twist
She
that
does a
the
great job in the movie. Is creepy.
see
She's
the
great in
see
it.
the see the
Those
twist.
people were really
The
good.
twist though that you find out they're not their grandparents, it was sort of expected. It wasn't really a big sort of oh my god what. It was just sort of oh okay. I don't know. To me anyway, I sort of expected it.
I expected there to be some form of twist.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Oh, it's an M. Night
think
movie. If
that-
there's not
that-
a twist, I'd be
That
disappointed.
one wasn't coming to me.
I'm not good at predicting twists. I thought it was a decent twist to me. I thought
Yeah.
it was.
Oh yeah, I'm not
enjoyed
saying
it
it's a
'cause it
bad
caught
twist.
me
I'm not
off
saying
guard.
oh, it was bad. I'm just saying I expected it. It was nothing.
Nothing revolutionary in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was. If you want to compare, I know Sixth Sense is probably a terrible, but it's another film that everyone, like Bruce Willis is a dead person, is a ghost. Then no, that's a fucking great twist.
Yeah,
what?
that's amazing because the film.
What?
The film.
You
does
missed
not-
all that.
I've not seen Sixth Sense.
You.
You just ruined Sixth Sense
stupid.
for me.
You
You
do
did
not know. No.
To be honest, though, Sixth Sense has been out for years.
How
so
do you not know about
the
Sixth
2 week
Sense?
spoiler period has passed.
Oh, kiss my ass in the 2 week
It's like
spoiler period.
It's like 20 years old.
You owe me one great movie.
You were never going to watch it. It's been out for
No, you
fucking
can't
longer than
prove
you've
that.
been
You
around.
can't prove that. I could add a M Night Shyamalan llama ding dong a thong.
Ah, Jesus.
And with that slightly un-PC statement, I think we should give ratings for the visit. So, Paul, you want to kick things
I
off?
don't like ratings.
Let's just give it a rating, man.
What would you recommend this film to someone?
Okay, I'm for that. Yeah.
You speak his language.
I'd
well.
recommend. Yeah, he does speak my language. Yeah, I'd recommend someone who just wants to watch a fucking ridiculous film. Because it was. It's at the end of the day, it's such an absurd. Fascinating. We call it fascinating.
Yeah, it's like a weird
It's
subject in
fascinating.
the wild.
It's-
It's just like,
it's-
it's fascinating.
It's fascinating in the way that it's just
you're
so
gonna find it on the East
fucking
Coast.
ridiculous. So yeah, I'd recommend it if you want to just sit there and go, what the fuck is going on, and have a good laugh. If you're sort of like me, but worse, and that you're really nitpicky, maybe not, because there are quite a lot of things to nitpick. And if you hate kids, don't watch this. unless you want a horror film that just features kids, then
I thought you were about to say unless you like kids, in which case go see this. That'd have been a lot worse. And with that, Ryan.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Right. Yes, I would recommend this film because the general mainstream audience, will see this as a horror film, and considering most horrors that come out nowadays are shite, this is definitely on a higher tier than them.
Oh yeah.
And it's pretty well made for what it is. It's enjoyable. I liked it. I would probably watch it again, to be honest. Yes, I definitely would recommend it.
Yeah, actually, that point in there about other horror films. Trailer for like Paranormal Activity, like
Blumhouse.
10,
The spooky dimension.
and you know
Too spooky
that
for me.
that looked laughably bad. It was like, oh look,
This camera's got knobs.
with bad CGI and bad spoopy black ghosts going about the place, black shadow ghosts going.
It's Toby. He has a name.
And
You ghostist. You against ghost rights now?
yeah,
That's fucking terrible.
and yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like as a film, this surpasses, even as a horror film, the creepiness factor. This surpasses that, but I know it's still not a horror film, which shows how bad like Paranormal Activity now is, and a lot of other shit.
Yeah.
So, Kev,
Yeah, to finish things off, I would not recommend this as a horror movie, because people who like horror movies going to see this will probably not enjoy it as a horror.
no.
I'd say it is a fun movie to go see. Like, we went to see it and we had a great time. Like, it's one of those movies you go see with your mates and just have a laugh, because it's so fucking, like, the bit under the house, that's just like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, like, that was actually kind of, like, there are creepy moments. There are creepy moments that don't end with a payoff. Yeah.
Yahtzee!
Yeah, Yahtzee, where she starts, it's so weird. Like, these moments where it's like, it builds up to the traditional, or recently traditional, build up, oh, jump scare, and then he just ends it on a laugh. Like, my favourite one is the granddad playing Yahtzee. It's like really tense atmosphere. He rolls the dice and just and he shits himself. Like, that's not even mistimed for a hot jump scare. It's like proper comedic timing.
yeah,
And with that, I'm sort of like, this movie is fascinating. It's just an anomaly, and we have a theory, don't we, that M. Night has actually been trolling us.
I think
all
it's
these
because,
years.
as I said before, the tension that's there as well as these random moments of comedy. So it's just an enigma.
It's
an
fascinating.
enigma.
Enigma. I like
That's
that.
that's the best way to
So
describe
with
this
that,
film.
I'd recommend this. If I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. Not as a horror, just as a film in general. It's fun enough
That's
to see.
fair. I think that's fair.
6 out of 10. So I
My
mean,
reading, I'm sorry, I don't like reviews. Got a 9 can be good for some people, but then a 9 can be quite bad, or no, a 7 can be high, but also low score for some people. So that's what I think. It's sort of a perspective thing, and it's not really. It's not.
I'll rephrase it. On my perspective of films,
No.
It's clean up.
Just saying that, I think it's just for everyone. It's just sort of confusing and annoying.
Okay. Well, with that is our review of The Visit, so we overall recommend it. What is the next topic, gentlemen?
Well, we got like 7 minutes of this first. The Martian's coming out, isn't it?
Yeah, The Martian's coming out
Preview The
next
Martian.
week.
Interstellar
And
2.
Ridley Scott in general.
Interstellar 2, Electric
Interstellar 2.
Boogaloo.
Dr. Man's Revengeance.
And Ridley Scott is obviously on Hot Topic right now.
I just want to say
because-
Ridley Scott has said he's planned not just another Prometheus sequel after this second one, multiple.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, did I steal that?
Stole his thunder.
Thunder stolen.
Well, my background in Ridley Scott is that when it comes to Alien and Blade Runner, I hail him as the creator of the best 2 sci-fi films of all time. Even ahead of Star Wars.
Subjectively, we must
Subjectively.
add.
As standalone
Subjectively.
films, I would put them above. Star Wars is great because it's a space opera, space fantasy, and just massive. But when it comes to individual films, I know Aliens turned into sort of franchise, and I don't
See,
like that.
here's-
But as individual films, Alien and Blade Runner are just 2 spectacular films.
Chappie's going to be the new alien.
I won't disagree. Alien is classic, and I love the shit out of it. My only issue, and I do have an issue with it, is
Jaws in space.
after the alien first erupts from Doctor Who, I don't feel there's any tension until Ripley is the last survivor. Personally, I never felt tension until she's the last survivor, and all the alarms are going off, all the hallways are black, and she's running, she's frightened, she's terrified, this thing could be anywhere, she's all alone. It just goes so tense at the end, but until then, you're just expecting the crew members to get picked off.
I'll
And
give
it's,
you that. I sort of
it's
watching
those
it.
sort of dark rooms where one person will go in and it's like, he's going to
Well,
get it.
I agree with that point, but I think you got to look at the context when it came out.
Yeah,
I think
do.
we've been
I do.
desensitized because we have many years of that.
I
so
th- I
then
th-
That
I-
it was
used over and over.
1977.
I think at the time the audiences
78,
would have been...
It was 70s. It was late 70s
It was
anyway.
after
so,
Jaws because that's how he pitched
Sure,
it
it
to
was
studio.
97.
But no,
97? 1997? For Alien?
Alien was not
It
1997.
wasn't 1997.
I thought you said 97.
No, I said 77.
Oh, right, okay.
Ryan's really tired
That's
today.
20 full years, man.
I'm tired.
And then Blade Runner was in the 80s, early 80s.
That's
So-
cyberpunk.
Oh my god. So
Steady, Paul, steady.
and there's also other Ridley Scott films I really like. I know I'm quite, when I look back on it, quite flip-floppy. Gladiator, I quite enjoy Gladiator.
I enjoyed the first segment.
First segment's great. I think later half does go a bit fizzly, but at the same time, I
I'll
think
never understand
I
how
want
it
to
won
see
an
the
Oscar.
unreleased Gladiator sequel. Remember, we found the script for that.
yeah, what
Maximus comes back from the dead,
Um,
and he's coming with
was
hell.
it him who did Black Hawk Down?
Mike, yeah, Ridley Scott done Black Hawk Down. Yeah,
Yeah, see, Black Hawk Down is a very good war film. Very enjoyable. So Ridley Scott, I think, he's proved many times in the past and even in recent history that he's a very good director. However, there
Here
are
it comes, folks.
there are in very recent history.
Exodus.
He's even from we agree Prometheus is sort of weird. We don't know how don't know how we feel about it.
I
liked
think
it.
I'll just jump in quickly and then let you continue your point. Prometheus is bipolar because Ridley Scott wanted to do a passion project about religion. Fans wanted it to be an alien prequel. He tried to put the two together, and I don't think the story was or the character development was really there to support it fully. However, when I look back, I do like it. That's as much as I can give it.
Though it did give us the school of running away from things, Prometheus style.
Yes, it gives
greatest
Shirley's running away from
I
things.
better run in a straight line.
I forgot she was in that.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
So what we're going to say, Paul?
So yeah, Ridley Scott. Many people say he's lost his way, and I think that's in a way true compared to, of course, his two biggest films of all time. Nowhere, I don't think any of his films have actually reached that critical acclaim or global acclaim as Blade Runner or Alien. So, The Martian, I think, is going to be a tough test for Scott because not only has he got to face up against,
Interstellar 2.
he's got to face up against Interstellar. So the timing's quite bad for him. I know it's based on the book. However, this is where I have hope for The Martian, and now and the more and more trailers, the more and more I've got actually a bit more optimism with it.
I
Because
think
The
personally
Martian-
the trailers give too much away.
Yeah,
That's
the trailers do
that's
give
a subject we
the-
can go into
the-
for another day,
the
but it
trailer-
gives far too much away.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I hear the book's actually pretty good. Plus, one thing I'll have The Martian over Interstellar, and you might be against this to be honest, is that
probably
the
gonna be
Martian,
against it.
Round one.
the Martian seems more grounded in reality.
Well, yeah, but that's fair enough. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with that.
Oh, okay, I thought you were going to get annoyed because I thought you were
Man, I
going to
was wanting a fist fight.
go.
That's not a bad thing in the Interstellar's book.
Like I enjoyed Interstellar. It's a very good sci-fi, proper scientific fantasy. Okay.
You're trying to bait me now of Star Wars. That's a fight you'll lose.
What?
I don't know. I'm tired. I'm tired as well. We're all
You
tired.
just go back to Paul.
So I mean, Interstellar, but Martian actually seems very different from Interstellar, which is surprising. When everyone else is going, oh, it's just Interstellar too.
Half the cast of Interstellar. Isn't it?
Okay, half the cast,
Dr. Man.
half the
Caging
cast
Dr.
is
Man.
there. I will
Matthew
agree.
McConaughey's daughter's in it too.
Jessica Chastain.
Jessica Chastain.
So
Matthew McConaughey's going to rescue Dr. Man.
probably. So
I
yeah,
just imagine there being organs in the film. That's what they're going through my head.
So yeah, I've got a bit of optimism for The Martian. I'll have to wait until I see it. But Ridley Scott's, I think this is probably his last chance to prove that he still has it. Because this is back in his turf.
Well, Mr. Scott.
This is back in his turf of science fiction.
True. This is based off a book, however, so I'm not going to give it to him until Prometheus 2. I think Prometheus 2 is the one that I'm going to judge him
Well,
on.
see, this is where I got even more optimism. Blade Runner was based off a book.
That is
And I
true,
think,
yeah.
and so I think, just based on how much I love Blade Runner, Blade Runner is one of my favorite films of all time. Based on Blade Runner and his way he adapts books, because Blade Runner was a very, very loose adaptation of the book. It was actually to the point where if you read the book, you'd be like, the fuck? Even though there were sequels and stuff, and that's why you're getting a Blade Runner sequel. That's another argument for another time.
We have a lot of tangents to cover up.
We got a lot. We got more loose ends than Metal Solid 5. That's
Oh,
no, that's
Konami's going to get you for that one.
I'm talking shit again. But yeah,
No
based on Blade Runner being based on the book, I think in a way, if Ridley Scott adapts it the same way The Martian, yeah, it could be good.
I have no real say. I've only seen Alien, so on matters of Ridley Scott, I'm kind of not giving a
Not,
shit.
not even Gladiator.
No, I've not seen Gladiator. I know what happens in it.
I can't recommend Gladiator. I'm sorry. I couldn't. If I had to recommend another Ridley Scott film, obviously Blade Runner, which we partly watched at Paul's.
Yeah,
On top of
it
that-
makes me cry that I'm the only one here to have actually watched
Black
Blade
Hawk
Runner.
Down, obviously.
Oh yeah, I still need to see Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
You've not seen Black Hawk Down?
I've not seen Black Hawk Down.
Okay.
You'd be surprised how many movies I've not seen.
As far as Prometheus 2 goes, I've heard what he wants to do with it.
I've not. What is the plan with Prometheus 2? I know Michael
Essentially,
Fassbender's
he
back.
wants to go to the engineer's home world, which is intriguing because, you know, in the film it's basically strongly hinted, I wouldn't say confirmed, but strongly hinted, that they created humanity.
I thought it was basically.
I thought that was a
blatant,
story.
You know,
that was a story, wasn't it?
Yeah, humanity comes from them.
Yeah, but it's not even properly confirmed by Scott apparently. So I'm not. Gonna
No,
call
that
it.
shifty motherfucker.
Wait,
I'm not gonna
are
confirm that
you telling me there's going to be a second film to reveal the twist that was revealed in the first
Yeah, Prometheus
2
left
minutes?
us with more questions than it answered.
A master
Jesus.
acting controller.
Did it?
Yeah.
I see, it's been a long time since I remembered,
confused.
but
What did answers to Alien? All I got was a giant vagina monster. What the fuck?
well, at the end,
Yeah.
the post-credits scene, the
No, the
alien.
face hugger thing.
The supreme face hugger. The
But do you not
weeaboo
remember
face hugger.
the after-credits scene where the alien comes out?
Yeah.
in the
I
body?
wouldn't say that really explains. That's just him going.
That
"Here,
doesn't
it's an
explain
alien."
shit though.
Yeah.
There's black goo. You don't know how the fuck it works.
No, oh wait, I read this. He did say he's going to, one of the things he'll explain is why they weaponized bio monsters. I think that's what he said. He's going to explain why there's like alien creators.
Right. Okay. As long as he
For this movie, he could just do it in another
as
3 or
long
4
as,
of his
as long
plans.
as he explains it, because I really want to put my trust in him that he does have a plan, and I think he does now that Prometheus is done and all its production issues are out the way.
You say
Um,
that. You say that, but
And I'm actually looking forward to it, to be honest. I visually enjoyed specifically Prometheus 1, and I know I'm not going to be disappointed with the sequel. Hopefully I will probably enjoy it. That's all I want from it. I just want to enjoy it for what it is, whatever that may be.
It feels like James Cameron and Ridley Scott are going through the same phases of just they made fantastic films in the 80s, probably the greatest films in the 80s and 90s.
Cameron didn't make Genesis. That's the only plus.
No.
He endorsed it though.
But James Cameron made Avatar, and he wants to make like 10 avatars.
Do you not like Dances Wolf
The
in
last
Space?
Bluebender.
That's a tying it back to M. Night Shyamalan, folks. That's what we call a lead-in.
Oh fuck! We're getting too fucking meta.
We're getting away from topic. Back to Ridley Scott though. Has anyone got any finishing comments on the topic of The Martian?
Oh no, let Paul say his point.
Well,
We're not really finished.
like Scott, Cameron's the same. Where he'll create some sort of film and he just wants to make ridiculous amount of reboots, even though their best films came out in the 70s, 80s, 90s. When the recent films are sort of iffy.
What was Cameron's most recent bar, Avatar?
Titanic?
No, Titanic was the 90s.
Yeah,
Was it the
he
deep
means
sea
the
one?
3D release of Titanic.
Did he make a film? Did he make a film before Avatar and Titanic? I don't think he did.
And see, I'm trying to struggle. I don't think he's made something sort of recently.
Not
or
in
Avatar.
years, no.
No.
But his endorsement of Genesis.
Oh god.
That counts as 10 bad films. So
Money does strange things to people.
Yeah.
no, compare that to Terminator 2 and Terminator 1 and Aliens.
Having just seen Terminator 1, obviously, for the first time the week before Genesis,
Yeah.
and then witnessing whatever the fuck happened, and just,
The Doctor turns up and does timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly shenanigans.
it's not even fucking Terminator anymore. Literally, it just felt so off.
Yeah, they got rid of the whole timeline of the first three.
But that
four,
was-
whatever,
that's-
whatever number it's at. They got rid of the
Again,
four and the
I didn't
four.
watch Genesis out of principle.
Because you didn't have a Cineworld card.
It's also because out of principle because it looked like shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to screw there.
It looked like shit. I heard it was shit. Therefore, it is shit.
At least Arnold was back.
Yeah, he's on a saving grace. But anyway, Ridley Scott, Kev, any final comments?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's no fuck all about
I
Ridley
know fuck
Scott.
all about Scott. I've only seen Alien.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You know, you've seen Prometheus.
You uncultured
I've seen
swine.
I've seen Prometheus. I enjoyed Prometheus.
What
I
would
liked
you
it.
think about Prometheus 2 and the direction it's going to go?
I endorse it. More answers always nice. You know.
Questions.
Yeah, he's going to leave us more questions. Oh, you wanted the answers? Well, here's some more questions.
The worst thing about Prometheus though was the fact that it led to a Mountains of Madness film getting cancelled,
Yeah.
Yes.
and that was
Son of a.
watch yourself.
Ow, sorry.
But yeah, because I read like the first half of Mountains of Madness. It's a really fucking tough read, to be honest.
It's
Lovecraft
the
loves
story
to play
behind
with
it
the
is.
But the Prometheus
amazing,
story
though.
is extremely similar. The main plot line of
Yeah.
these travellers go to this place.
If
Well,
I-
it's a sort of a conventional thing. These travellers go to this place, blah blah blah. But if you were
If I had to pick
run them parallel,
between
Yeah, these two stories parallel.
Scott's Prometheus or a Del Toro Mountains of Madness,
what
it
could
would
it be?
be
I think you
Del
would have.
Toro.
I think you would
what
be
could it be?
mental to choose Prometheus over.
Yeah,
And yet, the studio did.
but the studio trusts. I think the studio also influenced Prometheus to be more of an Alien prequel.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, they wanted
The
money back.
trailers were heavily like, oh, you know, what they went looking for was answers. What they found was a bald albino.
On my
Yeah, it's-
house.
If it wasn't marketed as a prequel to Alien, I don't think anyone would have cared.
I would have went and seen it.
No, I mean cared about it being different.
Yeah,
I
probably.
think people would have favoured it more, but the fact that
I think it being advertised as
fact
Alien
that
prequel favoured it more. Yeah.
Actually, is it bad? I prefer the trailer to the film.
Perspective, Ryan. It's all but subjective. Subjectively.
The trailer, I like the trailer better.
The studio went in a shock of silence. Can we get out of this
just release trailers and start paying people to watch trailers.
They may as well. Trailers are the films nowadays.
That's depressing. No,
Minute and
Jesus.
a half is all we need. No more. And don't show the end credit sequence. No more endings. I don't want to know where the ending's happening.
Oh, what film was it recently that showed? Oh, it was Genesis actually.
Yeah, Genesis gave it away.
that showed away the
everything.
entire film.
Showed
Gave away
away
the
the
twist.
twist. That was
The twist.
hilarious.
It's like, no, that's a
Twist,
decent
twist.
twist, to be honest, in a shitty film. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been a decent twist, but
But we sat there going, we know what's going to happen to John Connor.
As soon as they get into the car park, I'm like, oh.
He's not human. No. But yeah, so overall we are cautiously optimistic about Ridley Scott's upcoming work.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And what is our final talking point for today?
we've got 20 minutes left. Fuck. We're
Well,
already-
Oh, we're going to keep it shorter today.
Yeah, and I say we wrap on now.
Yeah.
We're at it now? Okay, well...
We are tired, folks. We're just going to cut it a bit
well,
short this week.
Okay.
But
We
two meaty topics.
steady.
Oh,
As usual, you can find us on YouTube
Yep.
and SoundCloud. If
Well,
you-
SoundCloud's. I found out you can only upload a certain amount of minutes in SoundCloud before it asks you to pay.
Those bastards.
And because like we're up in like an hour, I'm pretty sure we can. So
what I can do is upload it to iTunes podcasts
You can
as
do
well as there's a lot of people that actually use it. It's probably the most used podcast thing currently. So
okay, we'll try and get it.
we'll
there.
tweet it, we'll Facebook it.
Facebook it. And if you want to follow more of our shenanigans, you can follow Paul at what is your WordPress called again?
It's linked because the URL is different to the blog name. I'm being annoying, confusing.
Okay, that's Paul. That's Paul in a nutshell. Ryan, what's the name of your WordPress?
Cinematic Limbo.
And you can find me at Just Kev Things. We have been the GUB today, and we thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Bye.
See you later. Okay, that's it. Yeah.